Okay, dear friends, today I'd like to demonstrate the loom of race on the Tryhackme, and I have already started this machine, and I will use the attack box provided by the Tryhackme to do this penetration. To save time, I have already did the nmap scanning. I have already done the nmap scanning. Sorry about that, my syntax, wrong syntax. And of course, this scan will take a bit long time to be finished. Anyway, as you can see, the two open port. The first one is 80, which is running HTTP service and also the actual version information. The second one is 6379, which is running Redis. As you know, the Redis is a non-SQL database, and also the version is listed here. So I think at this point or so far we can answer some questions. For example, how many ports are open? The 2 in total. Let's submit, which is correct. And what is database management system installed on the server, which is Redis. And the port number is 6. Let's submit. And also we have already retrieved the version of the Redis by a map. So now I think we need to do some enumeration for the 80 port. Let's open up our browser, put the IP address of the target. I think this is the default Apache 2 Ubuntu default page. And as you can see, this is the absolute path var www. So also give us what directory can you write to Apache. I think this is not Apache. This should be a var www and HTML. So, but how to exploit? Of course, we need to do some web application enumeration with the tool like Nicto. But to be honest, we cannot extract some useful information. And now we can use the GoBuster. And the word list. And the extension option. Let's hit enter. But I'd like to tell you, the GoBuster in this case cannot find any useful directories or files except the index file. We have already know that. So I'd like to interrupt this process to save time. So what can we do? You know, the database is Redis. And so maybe we can use the Redis command line to access this database. You know, the Redis database can be configured to be accessed with password or username and password. Maybe in some case we can configure the Redis without supplying the username or passwords. So we can check on that. But of course, the attack box doesn't have this Redis CLI tool by default. You can install it, But of course, the installation process itself is very straightforward. So now we assume that you have already installed this tool already, and let's hit enter. Oh, sorry, we need to quit. We need to specify the host or target. Let's hit enter, and we can use the info. And what can we do? Yeah, as you can see, this is the information about this database. The version, the database, the executable. Okay, so I think now what we are going to do next is to install web shell onto the target by Redis CLI. But how to do it? We can use this resource, the hack tricks. As you can see, we can use this guide to install web shell onto the target. And we need to set the directory. Of course, this we need to be changed. We need to change this directory to the actual situation. So we just make a copy. I think config set. Oh, maybe we can config set dir. We have really know that the directory should be var, and also we can set the database file name config file name to, yeah, we can name it to any file name like shell, yeah, config set db file name shell, yeah, okay. And then we need to set a test, but here we need to change to the web shell. So how to do it? We can PHP and the system get cmd. Right? Okay. Invalid. Set a test. I think it should be right. Set a test. Set a test. Oh, sorry. PHP. Oh, no. Question mark. PHP. System. Get cmd. And bracket. Let's hit enter. Now it's okay, so we can save. Then we can go back to our browser, and the file name is shell, and we need to pass the parameter, which is cmd. Yeah, we can run the command without any issue. Next, we need to check whether the target has netcat installed. Yeah, it's there. So I think now we can set up the listener. Netcat 555 port number. Now go back to our browser, and then terminal, and the IP address of the attack box or Kali Linux, and then port number, the listening port number on the attack box. So now I think I have already inputted everything. Let's hit enter. Go back to our terminal, but nothing there. Maybe I netcat bin bash cmd. I think I have already configured. Hit enter. Interesting. A bit weird. We didn't get the reverse shell. So netcat bin bash. Or should have blank. I think now it's correct, right? Let's hit enter. But nothing. Yeah, it's fine. Very weird. Five. Let's hit enter. Yeah, now I think I've already got the reverse shell. We can make it to be interactive. Spawn bin bash. Let's hit enter. Just one normal user, and we can get the user flag here. We can make copy of user flag to the clipboard, and we can copy it from clipboard and paste in here. And then we need to elevate our privilege, right? And we can sudo, but need to supply www data password. Of course, we didn't have. And then we can find type find. We need to specify location to search or to find. Let's hit enter. We got this one, XSD. So I think I can use the Google and go to the GTF Opens website. XSD. So we can utilize this XSD to read file which require privilege. I mean the higher privilege. So what can we do? We can L file tc shadow. Of course, we have already retrieved the password file, and we can make a copy of entire content, and then we can, maybe I can quit password file and can paste into this file, write and quit. So I think now we need to use the XXD to read the shadow file. So how to do it? Yeah, how to do it? User bin XSD in the L file. Okay. Not correct. What's wrong? Should be tunnel. Very weird. I need to access this. Sorry about that. CMD and see. I need to replicate my step pty spawn bash I think we can file password file. Oh, not a password file, should be shadow, and then we can use the user bin XSD, right? And L file and user bin. Yeah, we have already, we can retrieve the content of a shadow file. We can make a copy and we can create shadow locally on the attack box. So now we can write and quit. Then we can use the unshadow password file, combine these two files, and then we can use the John the Ripper. Oh, sorry, share with the list, log queue. Let's hit enter. Yeah, because I have already cracked this hash earlier, so this will not go through this cracking again. Show. Yeah, the password is beautiful. We can make a copy and then copy to the clipboard, and then we can answer. Now we can switch. Oh, sorry, I need to go to the terminal of the target. We can switch our shell to another user. Paste. As you can see, we have already become the user Vinca. And then we need to elevate our privilege. The first thing we need to check is sudo. We can run all commands without supplying the password of a root user. And then we can navigate to the root directory. And we can cut the root flag here. Okay, we can make a copy. Okay, so I think we wrapped up all questions and got the root flag and root shell. So that's it. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.